That is blocked out of bounds, so the Griffins take a 1-0 lead here early. The New Covenant Griffins out of Lynchburg, Virginia. They're in those blue uniforms, serving from right to left here. And Grace Patriots out of Brandon, Florida in the red uniforms and returning left to right. The Ace makes it 2-0 the lead for New Covenant. New Covenant came into the Division III tournament as an 11 seed, the lowest seed in Division III, and they managed to defeat the number 3 seed Columbus. Now, that's if I have everything marked correctly. I think I do, but well, there's always a possibility that I have something messed up here. Grace is the number 6 seed. They got a win over Haywood earlier today. So Grace to play it in the middle of the floor, and nice play there. And that is a 2-2 tie as Serene Fisek to serve. Middle of the floor, and a kill for Rebecca Picard as the Griffins will get the serve back.
We'd like to welcome all our viewers to the broadcast today. They may experience a little bit of buffering right now, but it's a network issue that'll be resolved, and all the kinks will be ironed out shortly. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast.
Set in the middle of the floor, put across by Sierra Witt. On the far side, that's blocked, but then put down up front anyway. And it's now Spencer. And there is an ace.
That was a nice serve right there, I have to say. It was untouched, I believe.
Yes, it was. Serve here is another ace because it was touched on the far side by Sierra Witt. It's now a 5-3 lead for Grace. It's played near sideboard. Good hit from Abby Hall. She get a kill there, and now a 5-4 lead for Grace. Is back in for New Covenant comes Abby Ashcroft.
Both of these teams have already had a good start this morning.
Rebecca Picard with the serve. Now the Griffins get it right back. Put across by Way. And good kill on the far side by Jasmine Spencer. Now a 6-4 lead for Grace.
New Covenant already has a big upset this morning. Is that right?
That's the way I have it written down, that they were an 11 seed, defeated the 3.
Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
It's tipped across. Good hustle from the Griffins. It will be now a 7-4 lead for Grace. And Grace Pukas to serve for the Patriots. Back line, that played across. And it's a 7-5 lead for Grace. And back to serve will be Lauren Hart.
Again, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. If you have a friend or family member that's playing in the game, you'd like to give a shout out, you can tweet to hashtag NACA Sports 15, and we will give a shout out. We'll let them know that you're watching and you're pulling for your favorite player.
So Laura Hart to serve here at 7-6 lead for Grace. Not put into the net. And now we're tied at 7. So if here we turn back across. Set near side. That was Abby Hall. That'll be set back over. And that hit long. Played down in the back row. Back up front, tipped across. Blocked up front, but eventually falls in. And it'll be an 8-7 lead for Grace. Play in the middle of the floor, put across by Ashcroft. Outside Spencer again, that's returned. Now an opportunity for the Griffins. And a kill from Abby Hall as Grace could not quite seal off the net. Makes it 9-8, the lead for the Patriots. Abby Hall's serve. Tracked down by Kanzati. Moves it to the outside for Fysick. And now that put across, eventually tracked down by Kanzati again, and then bumped over, returned. Back on one hit. This blocked up front and then punched across. And that blocked by Jasmine Spencer. And it's 10-8 Grace. Genesis Soto checks in for the Patriots, and she will serve. And this goes into the...
If you're enjoying tournament champ,
games today, all the way 9 is the lead. Off the timeout. And probably could have gotten 16-9 along that far sideline. Griffins trying, and that's it. Tipped. I'm not completely sure of that myself.
now we're having a little discussion.
I don't think it was, but so in any case, the Patriots get a little bit of a break there. And now sent back in the middle. Bumped up close and then put right back down. And it's now 21-9, the lead for Grace.
We did take that time out to make a couple of tweaks in our network settings. We apologize for any buffering viewers are experiencing. We hope to have that worked out now.
Set into that back row. Put across by Hall. And now the third hit too short of the net. And it's 21-10. As Emma Collins will check in for the Griffins.
this Fort Bluff campus is nestled right here on beautiful Dayton Mountain, and it is a rural area. And
yeah, it can be a little cell phone coverage here is spotty at best.
At best. Venue and location.
Well, there's a nice little run here going for the Griffins as Sierra Witt gets a kill. And it's 21-13, the lead now for Grace. As the Griffins have rattled off 4 straight points. Almost tipped across, and again, the Griffins get opportunity. And it's just a double hit. And it will be 22-13, the lead for Grace. Serve here into the net. Make it 22-14. Now Sierra Witt serves and ace, making it 22-15. So it's slowly starting to reel back in for the Griffins as Serene Fisek back in for Grace.
In addition to being the home of the NACA, Fort Bluff Camp also hosts several signature retreats such as Man Camp and other retreats throughout the year. But if you or your church group are looking for a special place to get away, recalibrate, reconnect, this is a perfect place. You can visit fortbluff.com. Pardon me, it may be fortbluffcamp.com, but it's very easy to find.
Well, we have a timeout to Grace here. A couple of back-to-back points for the Griffins. It should be 22-17, I believe. Back to a 5-point game as both of these teams doing their best here in game 1. And Grace is just a few points away from closing this out. But the Griffins have been on quite a big run here. It was 21-9 at one point. So they have now gone on an 8-1 run to make it 22-17. And even if they don't win game 1, if you can carry that momentum from better play into game 2, maybe it helps you out in the rest of this match. Grace definitely had a huge advantage in this game. They were up 21-9, and they've slowly been letting this slip away, although they still have a large lead and only 3 points to go for the game, but anything can happen. Now Sierra Witt to serve. And it's an ace. So it's 22-18. Well, they keep inching closer here. Witt again to serve. And that's tipped across. And call, I believe, an illegal hit on Maggie Kinzati. And it's 22-19. And there's an ace. It's 22-20.
This is getting interesting.
Well, this has been one massive comeback from the Griffins. Witt will serve again. It's now a 2-point game. That's what Grace does here. And that will stop that run. 23-20. The lead for Grace, but no matter what, the Griffins are right back in this, just down 3 as Jasmine Spencer checks in.
and that is fortbluff.com. They have a new redesigned website, shows you their amenities, and consequently it's called Fort Bluff for a reason, because there's a beautiful bluff view that overlooks the entire Tennessee Valley on down to the Tennessee River, and it's breathtaking, especially this time of year.
Well, 23-21 off the point from the Griffins. Now we'll see what Grace can do as it comes back near side. That tipped short of the net, making it 24-21 Grace. And now game point as Grace Pukas will serve. The Patriots looking for one more point here in game one. And there it is. The ace makes it 25-21, but a good run from the Griffins nonetheless. 1-0 is the lead for Grace. We'll take a 3-minute break, come back with game two in just a little bit. We'll catch you up on some sponsors while we are taking a break here from the NACA. So that's it out of bounds off the first serve of game number two. And a 1-0 lead for the Griffins from New Covenant. So serve here And played up front. It's partially deflected. Now into the back row it goes. See what the Griffins do this time around. That's tipped across and down. And a 2-0 lead as Sarah Gillespie with the point. This played into the back row. Tracked down. Bumped over there. Blocked up front. Now the Griffins with it again. Sent across by Hall. Set near side. That hit into the net. And it's 3-0 New Covenant. Then will continue to serve after Grace took game one, although they had to really work at it down the stretch. The Griffins made a nice run to close out game one, just couldn't come all the way back. And that's deflected, and another kill from Sarah Gillespie.
Looks like they've taken that momentum into this game.
You know, it's really strange. Like, Grace dominated the first 75% of game number one, and since then, it's like the Griffins turned on a switch or something. I don't know what's going on, but they seem like a completely different team. So this bumped across. Now Grace with it, tipped across and out of bounds. And it is a 5-0 lead. Well, it's been interesting. And a timeout to
called.
Grace. Wow. 5-0 the lead for the New Covenant Griffins. Take a break. Back with more of game two in just a moment. So 15-14 is the lead for New Covenant. Set across in the middle. That's tipped over. And now Patriots play it near side. And there's a kill, making all tied up at 15 now. We do have a few discrepancies here in the scorebook, which is why a couple of the names are missing. Matter of fact, on both teams, we have a couple of numbers that aren't in the original book, so that's why I'm struggling just a little bit with a few girls here. But a 16-15 lead now for Grace as they've once again stayed steady, just kind of rode that wave a little bit, and now they have a 1-point lead at 16-15. And that hit out of bounds by Sierra Witt. Now 17-15 Grace. Serve now played to the back row. Abby Hall lets it fly. Up front. What a pretty good volleyball match, though. Fairly even, and we had a double hit on New Covenant, so now it's 18-15, and all of a sudden, things have flipped back around, and Grace in control again.
This has definitely been a fun match.
Set across now. Patriots with an opportunity. And that was absolutely unloaded. And it's 19-15. Back row, let's put across. Now the Griffins with an opportunity. And that's blocked up front. Good double block by Spencer Feisick and Maggie Kanzati. It's 20-15 Grace. So again, Genesis Soto serving, and we have a timeout to New Covenant. 20-15 is the lead for Grace. They're also up 1-0. So we'll take another brief timeout. Be back in a moment. So 20-15, the serve here from Genesis Soto. Played into that back row. That hit out of bounds, making it 21-15. Soto with the serve, a turn back up front. That's blocked. Boy, Grace is just firing on all cylinders at the moment. It's 22-15. Much like the Griffins dominated the first half of this game, Grace has dominated the last half. And played up front now, tipped across. And double hit on the Griffins makes it now 23-15. So Soto with the serve. Played up front, and again, battle at the net won by Grace is Fysick with deflection, now 24-15.
I noticed Fysick had a very serious look on her face about midway through this game, and I think she started to...
Yeah, all of a sudden, Grace has just turned it on, and now up 24-16 as point for the Griffins. Still match point, though, for Grace, and will be going forward here as Sarah Gillespie checks in. So once again, match point here. Grace took game one 25-21. They lead 24-16 in game two. That's hit into the net. And 24-17. So it'll stay match point. And track down near side. Put over by Witt. And it's 24-18. And again, match point. Griffins trying to get their way back into it here. Still trail by 6 and another match point. Back row, that barely clears the net. It's returned up front and tipped across. And battle at the net won by Grace again. And that'll do it, 25-18. So Grace takes this match in two straight, 25-21, 25-18.
We want to wish both of these teams the best of luck as they advance their way through the tournament.
Grace will be in the semifinals of Division III later on this afternoon. And New Covenant will drop into the second chance portion of the bracket. They will play later on tonight. While we go back to Division I here shortly, we'll get to see the Rock one more time as they will go up against, just 1 second here to pull this up. The Rock will go up against Covenant, and that coming up here in just a little bit. You've been watching the National Championship Volleyball Tournament from NACA at Fort Bluff Camp.